Question is to you, Bharani. When we were discussing about the Bayesian algorithm, and then we discussed about how there is a problem of the zero probability. And that is probably the biggest problem that one faces when we have the Bayesian algorithm, and we have something to address that. So on similar lines, could you tell me what is the drawbacks or places where the decision tree fails? Any such scenarios are there where decision tree is not very good or is not preferred?
Yeah, sure, Nathan. Absolutely. So I would like to share my screen before we proceed further. I wish to show something pertaining to decision tree. And then I'm going to answer that question, if you may allow me. Okay. So I'm trying to open the specific post. And here we go. Yeah. So let me share my screen. So this particular post has garnered 17,269 impressions. And a lot of people were extremely happy about this particular post. And very clearly, you see that we have a flow from data ingestion until deployment, and post-deployment, what happens? Okay, given this context, to answer the question which Nitin has asked, yes, certainly, every algorithm has its pros and cons. And one of the disadvantages here is that, when you use decision trees, and if there is slight change in the training data, the entire rule changes. Okay, the entire decision rule which gets generated changes. To counter that, obviously, we have ensemble techniques, but then that's one of the disadvantages of decision tree. Another disadvantage is that if you have a huge number of numerical variables to deal with, then decision tree would be slower because it has to decide upon how to convert that into a categorical variable. And to create a categorical variable, it will just choose the midpoint, median, and then it will split. Nevertheless, when you have a numeric variable, there'll be a lot of rules which it has to figure out with respect to the best split. Yep, so these are a couple of disadvantages which we have when it comes to decision tree. Yep, over to you, Nathan.
Thank you, Bharani.